One area that artists really seem to struggle with is documentation of their artwork. I would like to be able to show my process. I'm not saying it's the best way to do it, but it's a great way to do it if you're running on a pretty tight budget. You'll need an extension cord, a fairly long USB cable, a reasonable scanner, a whole bunch of DVDs, and of course your artwork. So the first thing is to take the top off your flatbed. You're going to need that. And then plug everything in. And as you do, in 4 places, put your your DVD boxes in 4 different positions that are all the same height as your scanner bed. This is so it can support your original artwork and not damage it. Keep it all flat. So now, as you can see, we have the scanner plugged in. We have the USB port going to the computer. And we have the DVD cases that are going to support the painting. Now all you do is you have to carefully put the painting onto the scanner. You need to find something with a little bit of weight. Just something that you can put down so that it'll actually lie onto the flatbed a little bit better. And once you're done, then you're ready to start scanning in. You scan in at 300 dpi, 300 dots per inch, and you just do it piece by piece. The thing to keep in mind with this process is you're going to get it wrong. You're going to get it wrong a lot before you get it right, but once you start doing it well, repetition will make you not only more accurate, but faster. So what you do is you open up your scanner bed, and then you open up the bars so it is as the widest scan that it can possibly do. You do an overview, and then you make your first scan. And once you do this, you don't need to do your overviews every single time. You just hit scan, scan, scan. If you make mistakes, you can correct it later. After you've made the first scan, you need to do the second scan. And I found the best way to do it is actually look for blemishes on your carpet, as sad as that is. So you see a marking on your carpet, you lift it up and push it over. Now make sure you have an overlay. Don't do it exactly, because you need to be able to puzzle piece this together, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. That's your second piece done. Now you have to do all of it. And it takes a while. This is the boring part. Note, another way to do it is you can put your finger where you left off and move over the scan, but you can only do this for the beginning pieces or the edge pieces. When you get near the end, your balance isn't going to be right. Take your DVDs and put them on the other side. So now we're doing the last corner piece. Make sure you go over to get as much of the scan as possible. You can always crop in later. So now we continue down to the second level. Again, use your finger or a carpet blemish and move the scanner down. If you can't move the scanner because the wire has gotten too tight, you have to start moving the canvas instead. Now obviously as you get a little further along, you got to get a little bit more creative with how you continue scanning. What I usually do is I lift up the canvas, find that blemish, and keep trying. One thing to keep in mind while we're doing this last scan is that you don't want to put all of this away. There's going to be holes all over your canvas, and you're going to need to set it all back up and find those holes. So here we have the last scan. Just make sure it overlays on both sides. Okay, that's the final scan. This has taken about an hour to do. So let's get onto the computer.